Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AutoNeo video blog series Learn and Earn with Ivan. My name is Ivan Czar and I will be your host for this episode. Finally, we will actually gearing up for the swarm. Not just talk about it, not just read about it, actually preparing ourselves and check whether everything is ready and up for the swarm. Currently, no ongoing swarm campaign is available, but they will come in the future, so it is advised to check everything in advance, like registering to the right crypto exchanges, checking whether the market maker works or not, and maybe preparing some funds. So, I hope you're curious and I hope you're ready, so let's get started. First, you need to check which swarm campaign is to be expected. If you check this blog post, you already know some details. We will get prepared to this new swarm campaign, so please read the details very carefully. The key infos are usually the duration of the swarm campaign, 2 weeks in our case, on which exchange does it take place, which is the crypto.com, and which trading pairs are included. In our case, this is LTC BTC and Link BTC. So we will set up the market maker and prepare some funds for this particular campaign. We don't know yet actually when it will start, so please wait for the official announcement. But it will come, just we don't know when. As a disclaimer, please note any API value which indicates the profitability of the campaign changes with time depending on the participant's activity. So whenever you see that metric, it is just a temporary value. So please keep this in mind. These swarm campaigns are taking place on exchanges which the market maker supports. These are currently Binance, Binance US, Crypto.com, KuCoin, Sndx, Loopring and Tomodex. In case of the centralized exchanges, most likely you need to complete a separate registration and the KYC process. It is advised to complete these before you start anything else, as sometimes they can take up several days. If you already have your exchange account ready, you will need API keys. Actually, 2 of them. One read-only key, which will feed data to the market maker on your participation, so your reward can be calculated. And one so-called trading key, which is required for the market maker to function. You can generate these keys on the exchange's platform. They are usually under your profile or security settings. After you have your API keys ready, you can continue with setting up the market maker. You will need to use the market maker actively, so first you have to log in to the market maker. For this, you will need a Web3 wallet, namely the MetaMask. In our case, MetaMask only serves for your identification, so only you can start, stop your session and change any settings. You can use your MetaMask on several different chains, but for the market maker you need to set it to the Ethereum network. When you click on the login button, the platform loads that Ethereum address you selected in your MetaMask and drafts a smart contract for you to sign. This will not incur any cost for you, but your signature proves that you are sitting at the computer. If you can log in without problems, then we can go to the next step. You can enter your API keys into the respective fields in the market maker's settings page. But please tread carefully and always double check what info you enter in which fields. You will need to carry out these steps every time when you clear your cookies or if you change computers or browsers. When you participate in the swarm, you collect 2 types of rewards. One is calculated based on how much volume you generate compared to the total volume generated by all participants. The other reward is based on how much liquidity you provided compared to the total liquidity provided by all the other participants. Depending on your preference, you can focus on the volume generation with lower spreads and more frequent trading, or you can focus on the liquidity provision using larger order bases. Or you can simply consider these rewards as an extra bonus on your trading activity without going too much into these details. However, you will need to keep one thing in mind. Rewards will be collected only in accordance with the official announcement and publications of the swarm. So check those details carefully, like having the right asset pairs. If the swarm takes place in the Link BTC and LTC BTC pair, then all your trades in other trading pairs are excluded from the rewards. So if you misclick something accidentally or you trade on a wrong exchange, then you will miss out on your rewards. In order to start a test run of our market maker, first we need to prepare some funds. So if we go to my wallet, you can see I have about 200 USDT prepared for this purpose. So I need to buy the corresponding assets. So first I would like to buy some BTC on market prices about for my half of my money. Then I would like to buy some LTC on market prices for about the other 1/4 of my money. It's about $51. So, and for the rest of my money, I would like to buy some Link. So when we go back to my wallet, let's say, okay, wallet, spot wallet, then we can see I have about $100 worth BTC, about $51 worth LTC, and $51 of Link. So now we have the right assets, so we can start our market maker. Here are our market maker, and we go to the market maker option. We choose the Crypto.com option, and we are waiting for the loading for the pair, and we are choosing the LTC BTC pair. Then as our main setting, we just use the smart market maker. We will go into the details of these settings later, but now let's say we would like to trade with 0.1 LTC on refresh time of 10 seconds and with some larger spreads, because we have to set our spreads a little bit higher than the exchange fee, which in my case is 0.4%. So let's start, and if everything goes smoothly, the market maker starts to put out buy and sell orders. Let's see, does it work on the Link BTC pair as well? Just a little bit loading here. Link BTC, main settings as a smart maker, base order size, let's say we have about 1 and 1.5 links, so let's choose 0.3 link, refresh time 10 seconds, and using the same spread as before, and let's see whether everything is okay or not. And as we see, our market maker puts out the orders in both cases, so from then on we just need to wait until these orders are filled. So we can say we are prepared for the next swarm campaign, and in the later videos we will go into the details how can you set up depending on in case of different markets, but you have to be very careful. So you always have to monitor your market maker, because if the market conditions are changes, maybe you need to stop your market maker and change the settings, or maybe wait until the market will consolidate a little bit and so on. Because if you just click and forget, then maybe the market maker will not do what you want to do. So you always have to keep this in mind. But of course we will go into the details of that in the future videos. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and your kind attention. I hope you found this episode informative. In the near future, a new swarm campaign will start, and we will publish an extra episode for you with some new features and extras, like how can you check your rewards and how can you keep track the performance of the market maker. But until then, as always, feel free to share and comment our content, and see you next time. Thank you, bye bye.